Yes, guys, it's your boy Cam, CTB, Cam Talks Boxing. Wow, the fight is on. Gervonta Tank Davis against King Ryan Garcia. Just watched the press conference. 2-3 hours of my evening, but gosh, I'm so hyped. Let's talk about it. Yes, guys, where do we start? I'm just so happy. I'm so hyped. Look, we've got a face-off. We've got a press conference. We've got a head-to-head. We've got everything. And it just allows you to kind of, look, the fight could still, I don't want to be negative, but obviously things can happen in boxing. Look, someone can get injured. Someone can pull out. But guys, it feels real now. We're about, 7-8 weeks away. And the first press conference in New York has just taken place. And I will be reacting to it. I watched it from the very start. 5:30 UK time to the very end. Oh wow. Let's start off with Calvin Ford. Very emotional. Tank Davis is trainer. You know, I love his passion. I loved his speech. And then Joe Goosen, classy, very respectful towards Tank's team. Dressed, looking the part as always. But more importantly, I think it was a great promotion. Showtime pay-per-view. And what I want to actually start with was Ryan Garcia, his little interview before the press conference started, and that's because Gervonta Tank Davis. Damn, Tank was like 2 hours late almost, and I was getting well pissed off with Tank, but Ryan Garcia was not happy. He was absolutely roasting him. He's just. He was questioning his lack of professionalism. He was quite rightly so annoyed at him. Look, it's a huge fight. It's arguably the biggest fight in boxing. You're getting late to the press conference. He obviously made the point that they're already kind of tight on the promo time. It's only the fight's next month, so at least come on, make the most of it. But in the end, look, he got there eventually, and it was a nice little kick-off press conference. But obviously Ryan Garcia. Some of the key points I heard from that first interview we had before it started was he wants to kind of prove the doubters wrong, that misconception about him being like an Instagram, social media kind of boxer, and some key points he made. Look, he said that there's a rehydration clause, and there's a lot of stipulations that he had to settle with. Kind of testament to him. Hats off to him for taking the fight, because. Obviously, he's saying that at age 24, it's a struggle for him to, move down to 136 pounds. Hence the move to 140 last year. There's also a rehydration clause up to 100, so a 10-pound rehydration clause, so we can only go up to 146 pounds. He's saying he's quite drained already, but look. What I'm super impressed by is his Ryan Garcia's attitude. He looks hungry, he looks ready, he looks focused. He's maturing. His attitude, the way he's speaking, the way he's acting is just top level stuff. And one thing we're talking about as well, does he have one? Who has the best left hook in boxing? Garcia's up there. The speed. You can't even see it coming, honestly. But yeah, let's move on to the press conference. Obviously, Tank got there eventually. Obviously, there wasn't too much trash talk between the pair, and I think that's because it's the kickoff press conference. They're kind of mesmerised, and they're kind of just taken back by the moment. They're realising how big this fight is, and they had nothing but respect for each other, to be fair. The teams were respectful to each other. Obviously, there was a little bit of a back and forth, wouldn't even call it that, towards the end, but obviously Ryan Garcia believes Tank's one of the greatest boxers in the world right now. Same for Tank towards Ryan Garcia. Oscar was professional, was obviously hyping it up, and what I liked about Oscar, the point he made, is there's not many mega fights in boxing. And let me just repeat that, mega fight. This is a mega fight. Watch this. Everyone, the social media will blow up. There's a press conference tomorrow, I believe, as well. I'm not sure where that is. Obviously, today was in New York. So there's this is definitely a mega fight. Look, 2 broadcasters, 2 different promotional companies, 2 guys in their prime, 2 of the biggest boxers in. Obviously, Tank's a pay-per-view star. Ryan Garcia is one of the most famous boxers. So, guys, I'm so hyped. I'm not sure if you could tell, I am super hyped for this fight. And then, you know what? Put the cherry on the cake. The face-off. Oh, wow. Close together. Just trash talking each other. Look, you saw that energy. Look, Ryan Garcia wasn't having none of it. Tank wasn't having none of it. And look, from what I believe Tank said was, he ain't that guy. You're not that guy. And obviously King Ryan Garcia certainly does think he's that guy. So it's going to be obviously at T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas. They could have probably... That's MGM. I know Stephen Espinoza said that MGM ground's a bit too small of a venue. T-Mobile's probably perfect. And then let me also mention 2 power punchers. Tank has like I think 93% KO ratio. He's 28-0 with 26 knockouts. Ryan Garcia has 19 knockouts out of 23 wins. Guys, whoa. I'm looking forward to the press conference tomorrow. And I'll be reacting to that as well. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the fight. And yeah, I'll be back with another video. Talking numbers on the phone while I'm getting brains. Switch 4 lanes, I'm in my own lane. You can catch me riding.